Welcome to episode 2 of Hunter the Reckoning campaign, and so it begins. Last episode, we left our players when they had just exploded a gas station and were running as fast as they could in a car away with their newest recruit, Grace. So we're going to start our scene of the evening where they were driving, and I think they were about to park on an underpass and catching their breath after this big ordeal. So we're going to go directly into the scene.
Okay, are they gone? The cops. Are they gone?
I don't see any.
I'm sorry, but what is going on? Like, I don't get this, and it's kind of freaking me out.
No, it's silence.
Yeah, I kind of understand that. What's going on? That's a philosophically very large question. What is it that Chase? Do you see them?
No, I can't hear. I can't hear them. No, I think they're gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a bit crowd talking this way. Sorry. Where to begin?
Because I mean,
yeah, of course you're new.
What?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Who are you?
Oh, me. Yeah. Hello. Of course. I'm Chase. That's me. How to describe? I'm a hunter. And so are you. Now, in this yeah.
I don't know. I've never gone hunting. I'm sorry. But
no, of course. You have been civilian for quite. How old are you?
You mean civilian? What? What is that? I'm almost 29. Okay.
Almost 29. 14.
21.
Like it.
21.
21, 29, potato. Whatever.
Ah.
No,
Oopsie.
okay, yes, of course. How did they describe this to me when I was I was never a young hunter, was it? No, I wasn't.
Do you have a name?
Yeah, I'm Chase, and this is Cal.
I know him. I'm Grace.
Oh, nice to
and
meet you,
Grace. This is Lucky.
Nice to meet you. Oh, hello.
Hello, Lucky.
Hello, Lucky.
Right.
Who's
Mike does it.
Yeah, she doesn't necessarily
Who's a
like
good
people
girl?
that much.
You want to?
Oh
You
well,
want
I
to-
can
you
understand.
want to-
See
you
why
want some
people
meat?
can be assholes.
You want some food? You want
Okay.
some food?
What?
Food.
Right.
So-
Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
Let me.
Back to Grace was of course. Let me ask you a question. We'll start there. Have you had any strange dreams, premonitions, or just felt out of place lately?
I mean, I'm used to nightmares, but what do you? I mean, I'm usually okay. Like I usually feel pretty okay, though I was pretty sick yesterday and the day before.
Yeah, like you've had a sort of out of body experience, like you've been 2 steps behind yourself. Like your brain is stuck and you're trying to move forward, but you can't because your brain is stuck.
I don't know how to describe it. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good way to describe it. Not finding the words for it. It's pretty much a common feeling.
Okay, let's rewind just 5 minutes, 10, 15, back to the gas station.
Yeah, what was that? Because I knew
did you
that
see?
guy.
Yeah.
What did I see? I don't know if I believe what I think I saw. But you saw it as well, right, Cal?
Yes.
If what you did back then was finally seeing the world, what the world really has hidden away in those dark corners.
I mean, that was more like something, out of a nightmare, like some horror movie
that is exactly what it was. That creature.
So it was a horror movie with
it was a nightmare.
Are you stunt guys in a horror movie?
Oh, I wish I was, because then I'd actually make money.
But
that would be nice.
Okay, this is really confusing.
Yeah, but back to the nightmare.
Are you kidding, or like what are you saying? I mean,
what I'm saying is the creature you saw back there is what we like to call a nightmare. It is. Oh, how to describe it? Have you heard of Fae? Of changelings?
No.
What he's trying to tell you.
That's more European things, I guess.
Grace, hold on. I just want Grace to do a perception alertness roll in the van so she can get a bit of feeling of her environment. Because this is not your regular van.
Perception alertness?
Yeah, it's a perception alertness just to get your bearings,
3 successes.
So from the initial shock and everything, she's listening to these 2 grown-ass men describing fairy tale fucking monsters and horror movies, and then she starts looking around because your eyes will dart around and see, where the fuck am I? What is this kind of van? So Chase, now could you please explain to her how this van looks on the inside with all the hunter paraphernalia?
Oh yeah. Well, the back of the van, you have. There are of course the 3 front seats, and then there's 2 seats in the back, and there are 4 bunk beds, 2 on each side of the van.
Okay.
You can also see there is a hunting bow, there is a crossbow, shitloads of arrows, and you can see that in the panels of the walls between the bunk beds are a lot of really slim closets. They could look like weapon boxes, and you see there are a lot of spent ammunition on the floor, and also there is a small place with a microwave oven, a water heater, and it's a tiny kitchen.
Are we still driving, or have we stopped?
You are now parked under an underpass, your classical place where people like hobos, people that don't have anywhere to go, homeless people will gather around like all tents for fire and warmth. It's cold. Under here, it's not snowing because you have a roof.
I think Grace is just like looking around and is a little bit freaked out by what she's seeing.
The creature.
I mean,
what he's trying to tell you is the fact that out there in the dark, there are monsters. Monsters are real. You know, I always told you when you're a kid that there's no such thing as monsters. They're raw.
can I just like feel my way through a car handle?
Yeah, you sit. Yeah, because you were on the last end. Yeah. I'm guessing is it a 2 doors out? Is it a sliding door?
Two doors out.
2 doors out. Yeah.
It's one of the big G30 Chevys.
Yeah. So yeah. If you're sitting there listening to them,
I'm still listening to.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that those things are real. The monsters that prey on mankind exist. I mean, vampires, werewolves, nightmare creatures like we saw back there, ghosts. And what
I
happens?
think about ghost, I'll just open the door. Lucky, come, and I'll just like kind of slide out.
Let's
like hoping
Grace,
not.
Grace, one
and just
moment.
like she's already out. And I think I will just take my dog and start walking really, 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 really fast. Kind of like, because I know this area. So I know that if I go a little further, I can get to one of the bigger streets. I'm actually going to... Yeah.
It's
walking in the opposite direction for these guys.
You'll get into a street where you have more not high-end cafes, restaurants, convenience stores, immigrant stores, a very busy street. Even at this time of night, there will be a lot of people and a lot of traffic. You just need to get under the underpass and then over the other street, and then you are in one of the main streets.
I mean, I think I'm just like talking to Lucky all the way, like, what the fuck is going on? Oh my god, am I crazy?
So,
what's going on?
While she's moving, we're going to pass into the car quite quickly. Chase, you hear very sweetly and very from beyond. Don't scare her, Chase. She is new. She is a child. Show her what it means, love.
I'll just turn on the engine and start slowly to move after her.
Well, I mean, under circumstances, Chase, I think that went very well, don't you?
Well, it was better than your imbuement.
My imbuement consisted generally of throwing in solitary and hunted and tormented by a nightmare for a creature for a week.
Yeah, but she's only a kid, and to be frank, we're crazy.
I mean, she's what, 20, 21? Was that what she said? 29. You're right. She's like practically 19. Way too young. What the hell were the thought thinking about imbuing someone like that?
Yeah. No,
not fair.
Yeah. I'll drive after you. Jump out and
Yeah, that's gonna look really good.
No. Cafe. She looks skinny. Do you think she wants some food?
Well, there used to be more diner places and shops and stuff back in there, so.
We'll try food. We'll try that.
Two older hunters talking each other's mouths, not really listening, like an old couple, married couple.
Yeah, probably get some chocolate in her. That generally helps with shock.
Yeah. Small
give candy to the girl.
Get into the van, little girl.
I have chocolate.
Where is it, chocolate? That's
going Chase. The only thing he has edible in here right now is probably power bars or MRIs.
That's not creepy at all. I salute it. So yeah, Grace is making pace. I'm guessing she's not really running, but she's moving.
Yeah, she don't want to. Yeah, no, she has. She's just like freaked out by the entire thing because there's monsters, there's people being killed, and there's things going boom in the night, and then there's these weirdo old people. Although, she kind of trusted Cal, but the other dude kind of freaked her out, I think.
Just a little bit.
Like, he's a hunter, and he has
It's
just
the mustache.
put a young girl into his car. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, if she knows anything about Boston and serial killers, this would be a red flag moment.
Never trust a Bostonian with a... No, it's not the Bostonian, so you can trust him. I'm not from Boston. Chicago! Trust me.
Chicago! Yeah, okay, so we're going to go back into the scene. Yeah. Boys and girls.
Sorry.
Go past her and let me out, and I'll wait for her. If she wants to stop and talk, she'll stop and talk.
Yeah, of course.
Let her give us some time. Give us a space.
Yeah.
Just pass her, and I'll jump out.
I'm not even sure if Grace pays attention to the fact that the van passes, because there's a lot of cars moving now. It's a busy intersection to get to the other side. I think she's just minding, like, my mind.
I think I'm just like, look, hood up, just walking in a fast pace and kind of looking down. She doesn't want to draw attention to herself either.
She also feels definitely changed. It's one of those life moments. You know who you were before that. You're not really sure what you're after. She definitely knows that the veil has been lifted, but I think she's still trying to comprehend what she's seen. She feels she's different. It's an absolute physical feeling. It's like all of a sudden you have like an extra limb, like an extra sense you didn't have before, and you're acutely aware that it exists, and you kind of know how to tap into it, but it's also extremely terrifying to know that there's this new capacity, power within you. But you can feel it churning, you can feel it moving around underneath your skin, like almost calling out to your essence and your being. It's like you can't fight. Even though right now I'm thinking she's a bit flustered.
Yeah, to say the least.
Just to give a description of how it is to be a newborn hunter, to go through an abuse so abruptly as being jolted into this existence. Yeah. So Cal, you managed to jump out. Obviously, you guys have had your eyes on her as she is moving through like the crowd. It's snowing gently, but there's a bit of wind. There's smoke from the cars, there's smoke and light and a bustle from the restaurants and music from cars and music and sound from the different cafes and newsstands. So there's bustle now because we are on a Friday night, as I said, and it's now probably around 11, let's say 10:30-ish. So there's a lot of like activity in Boston in the main street at this time, and it's not in the good part, mind you.
No, I just try to catch her, to see where she's going, and then stop maybe 100 meters ahead of her. And
it's not
let Cal out.
Yeah, Cal, you jump out.
Yep. Keep an eye on her. So there's not only like a newsstand or anything here, is there? Like some place I could say take my coffee or something like that.
Well, you have to. There's different. As I said, there's newsstands, there's cafes. She's coming towards you. I'm guessing she's about. We're going to do meters. What's that? The metric system? Is it? What's it called when you say meters?
That's metric. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, the European. We're going to go with meters. So she's about 30 meters away from you, and she's making she's high paced.
Okay, I mean, then I'm just standing there waiting, sort of not blocking her away, just standing, leaning up against the wall, waiting. And she passes. If she doesn't stop, she passes. She doesn't not going to see me. She doesn't pay attention to me. When she passes me, I will just talk to her, and I will say something.
I'm giving you an opportunity, Grace. Now, if she wants to mind her environment, or if she doesn't, it's kind of up to you. You can make a roll, or you can choose not to.
I think she's a little bit in her head right now.
Well, then she's eyes down, minding the dogs. Yeah. So she is now pretty damn close to you, maybe half a meter away. So she's basically at your side, Cal.
Like my brain is just chewing on all the information.
Look, if you don't want to talk, that's fine. But trust me, not having anything to ask, not having anything to talk what happened, that's no fun. So why don't you let me buy you a cup of coffee or something? And if you don't want to talk, you can talk. If you don't want to talk, that's fine. But
yeah, I'm sorry for just running, but that guy and that van kind of creeped me out.
I can understand that.
And I don't even know you, even though I feel like I can trust you. Oh, that's way too early to say, but
no, I get it. That's the connection of the. I'm gonna say the. I don't want to use a part. I don't want to scare, but that's the same conviction that runs through both of us. You recognize that. Us. We're not the same, but we're similar. Because you saw back there, right? You opened your eyes and saw through that charade that monster was throwing out there.
I think I did, but I don't know if I can trust what I saw.
You can. It's like
because
the world being set
not
afire.
Natural.
No, it's very much supernatural. That is pretty much the definition of supernatural. Yeah. What can I say? It's like a light switch what flipped inside of you. Like you suddenly just saw the world being lit up by some sort of like.
Yeah, you glowed, and I don't know what happened when.
That was second sight. What we call second sight.
What I did back there.
Look, I'm pretty much fine now. Gone. That was you. That's the part you have.
But how? Like, I'm nobody.
Nobody's nobody.
I'm just me.
We don't really know what we picked.
As you stand there, Cal, to interrupt quite quickly, because you're standing there and you're looking also a little bit like past Grace, because you can see like the street behind her, but you're focused on her. All of a sudden, one of the diners or the delis light up a bit and spark a bit, so you can do a perception awareness.
Perception awareness will do.
Yep. Also, Chase, let me know if you move. You can see them in the like rearview mirror that they're now standing and talking.
Difficulty 6.
Yeah, standard difficulty. So you only need 1 success.
2 successes.
Yeah, that's perfect. Behind her, with light snowfall and a bit of a breeze, also there's a lot of like noise from the cars and people move, the hustle and bustle. All of a sudden, you feel like time slows down in a minute, and your eyes are directed to the sign, and it said like Rick's Diner, and then the opening hours. You see it flicker a minute, and then the lights like respell and some text, and you can see them saying "Dead man in the alley." Dead man in the alley. Dead man in the alley.
Take a look around. Can I see the car with Chase in it?
Yeah, because he's ahead.
Yeah, I just look at him and I look at the sign, see if he kind of picks up on the, and then I nod, sort of like give him a nod towards the alley, and I turn back to Grace.
Chase, you want to catch the sign? He's having a lunch break.
Chocolate.
Oh, can I have some?
Let me see. What's my what? I'll just roll for it if I can actually see him. Just.
It's an interesting light also for you, Cal, because you see her hair. You can see because it lights down on her.
Sort of like a halo behind her.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at 3 successes on perception alertness.
You catch the gaze of Cal, and you see him like nodding up to the sign.
Yeah. What do I see at the sign?
You see the same thing. It's clear. It's a message. You see the diner and the opening hours, and then it blinks, and it's a dead man in the alley. Dead man in the alley.
Yeah. Then I grab just a few of the small handguns. The snub nose and 2 other
The
small ones.
snub nose is actually missing.
Oh, he's probably got that himself. But then I just take two other small at 22 and something. Small.
Yeah. Grace, now I'll give you a little view of what you're seeing, because Cal has now been talking to you quite calmly and very directly, looking intensely into your eyes. You see him gaze up at something, and then you see him glancing over your shoulder at like a nod.
Turn around if you want to.
He says it's quite strange. She says it's strange. Calm, but
why?
Because there's a message for us behind, back there.
Alright, turn around.
You don't need to do a roll because it's like literally staring you in the face. You see the name of a diner change and opening hours, and then you see dead man in the alley. Dead man in the alley. And when all of you 3 have gotten the message, it blinks really hard, and then it goes into the diner and the information.
No, you're not seeing things. Oh, you're seeing things, but they are there.
Is that why you wanted me to turn around? For that sign? What?
You get messages from, well, the heralds. Some call them probably. Some people think it's God or some. You don't really know, but yeah, come on.
What he points to is basically a very narrow alley, red brick building, where you have it's so tiny that it's not really room for the big dumpsters. These are classic old school trash cans. And it's a path. It's not very well lit. It's an escape route also for some of the apartment buildings on top. You can see the stairs, the ladders would come down, and you see smoke coming from the diner, like pumping into probably to a tiny alley where there are probably more dumpsters and just a center. Probably not very big. It's not very well lit, but it's not pitch black in any sense, because you will have light from the apartment buildings around this tiny little square where this alley takes you in. But yeah, you're going in a tiny alley.
The thing is, Grace is very, cautious, even though he seems legit. What he's saying is weird, but kind of makes sense. I think she's 2 steps behind him. She's not going into that alley first.
I'm walking first, probably, and I turn around. As I walk in, I just turn around and face take 2 steps back in and say, and you saw what that thing back there was trying to do. It was trying to lure you in. And
I don't know what it did, but I oh my god. He killed my friend.
Yeah, he more or less. Yeah, he did. He took over and destroyed his life.
Are you saying that was because of me?
No, that's because that's what these creatures do. It has nothing to do with you. You was the intended target, the meal it was looking for. Because those thing creatures, they have a hunger. Well, that's hunger. That is for us living.
Right.
But the world is not defenseless. There are those like us who can see what's really going on. It's been granted powers to stop them. And it's not necessarily just about... Because you react to when Chase calls himself a hunter, yeah? It's not for sport. It's not hunting as in some sort of pleasure game. What this is protecting the world from the darkness that lives there, from the creatures that hide in it.
What, like Buffy?
Creature. Yeah, I don't really get to watch that much
television. Sorry, that's the movie. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, if it sounds like that, probably it's like that. We protect people by hunting down the creatures that hunt mankind.
But why me? I mean,
Because you were chosen. I mean, I have no idea why I was chosen. Trust me. Also,
what? So they pick miserable people? Oh no, sorry, I didn't mean it. Sorry.
well, I mean, maybe, but I know quite ordinary. I mean, talked to a guy in Detroit. One was a CPA. I mean, okay, yeah, probably right. They probably just choose miserable people.
As you approach, because I'm guessing you're walking and talking.
Yeah.
You approach the center of this alley with this squared back alley, if you like. There's some dumpsters, there's cardboard boxes, trash, there's heat vents. At the same time, Chase, you catch up to them and you overhear some of the conversation that Cal is having with Grace. As you
I think I'll actually be stopping to the entrance of the alley.
You're stopping at the entrance, okay?
Yeah,
so you will not then catch.
I'm just going to stay there and keep an overwatch, just to see that nothing surprises them and nothing comes up from behind. I'll just be at overwatch.
Yeah, you watch the alley. I would like you to do a perception awareness again, Cal.
Right, perception awareness. Okay, 2 successes this time as well.
Yeah, you all immediately feel, obviously, because you're already giving the information of such, because there's a dead man in the alley. It's like the red bricks are a bit like darkish blood red gray because of the light, because it's night sky. You can see the snow drizzling gently down because there's no wind here, but you have the heat coming out of the steam. You distinctly feel like some of the boxes, big boxes in the corner, that there's something there. You're getting this like the Spider-Man feeling, just your the extra sense in you saying that there's danger over there.
Lucky, easy, girl.
Yeah, she's whimpering and she's moving back. She's not keen on this alley.
No.
You sense that, right?
There is
just
something.
Like he does.
I mean, I always kind of had a sense for danger, but this feels like something else.
Yeah. No, you're spot on. It's not what you call run-of-the-mill danger. Actually, not quite sure what it is, but that's probably shambler or something like that.
What?
From over there, you see the box over there. Boxes over there. Some.
Yeah.
It's giving you a distinct feeling of danger, Grace. Like something within you is triggering.
I think I just unconsciously, I'm just like going into a defensive stance because I don't know what I'm facing, and it's natural reaction because, yeah, Grace has been jumped so many times. It's
She's
in her body.
Kid. Yeah, it's in her body. Yeah. It's a second nature for her.
No. Included. No one will get this sense as well for warning when danger like this appears, but you remember back to the gasoline station, you suddenly you saw what really was there. You got it's like you said I glowed. You can see it glowing around me.
Yeah.
That's our
like the sign, right?
You can reach in and you can fire up that protective energy within you, meaning that whatever monsters out there, they can't fool you, just deceive you like you did initially by pretending it was lying that hurt. It'll strip away the lies they're trying to spin for you and show you what's really there. It'll protect your mind from being controlled or manipulated by any powers these creatures might have. We used to call it second sight. That's
Is it? How do you do that?
Just focus your mind. Just reach in, just feel that burning power, that knowledge that you need to protect yourself, that you need to see what's really going on. Just focus in on that danger, focus on try to see what's really there.
Grace has a medallion around her neck, so she's kind of clinging to that right now, just holding it and thinking back.
She wants to do a second sight.
Sure, she doesn't know what it is, but yeah.
Whatever Cal is saying is making sense. It's almost like it's calling into this new skill, this new instinct within her, and it feels like opening the third eye. It's almost like learning how to breathe. It's like, and you release energy. It's like you release, and you feel almost like a power, a pulse comes without of you, and it hits everything. It's glimmering a slight in gold, but also it's just like a pulse. And you can see it like whatever it hits, if it hits something that has significance to you, like Cal is standing and looking at it quite calmly, just smiling gently. When it hits him, you see like he glows up like a golden sparkly halo. And you see him like he shines in the darkness. But then again, your eyes are being drawn to the boxes. Because when your pulse hits one of the boxes, you see it shake in reality. And you instinctively feel whatever is in that box is wrong. You don't know what it is. You just instinctively know whatever's in that box because it's shifting and shaking in reality. It's like double take on a photograph. It's like it shakes like this, telling you there's something wrong. Whatever's in that box is wrong.
What did you call that?
We call it second sight.
And what did you call the thing that you think is in there?
I don't know. I'm guessing it's a shambler, an undead zombie, whatever.
Is it very small since it's hiding in a box, or what? I thought we were looking for a dead man.
Complete.
It's not a shoebox. It's not a shoebox.
How big is the box?
It's not a shoebox. Let's get the bearings. It's more of a bigger 1 meter times 1 meter, like what you would carry to move stuff in. It's rather large. Yeah, it's not a shoebox. Like, oh my god, it's a scary shoebox. No.
no, but still. Far
No.
away might look a little smaller.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes when people die, especially if they die and find a death from supernatural, or maybe they also have some unresolved issues tying them to the world, they do not pass over something when they get stuck. Sometimes as spirits, like ghosts, or sometimes just their mortal remains. I don't know what I can say, is keep their basic instincts. That basic instincts is to eat, to feed, and they feed on life and us. So you get.
And you're saying that you hunters, you deal with that, but how do you deal with it?
We give them mercy. In this case, if it's a ghost, generally involves resolving whatever's keeping them here. Generally, often a place or an item, something like that. If it's a chambler, generally just entails destroying the head, releasing whatever binds it to its flesh and sending it over to the other side so you can find peace. If it's a vampire, stake through the heart, decapitation, or sunlight. Preferably all three in that order.
So, oh my god.
I've heard for the werewolves.
I'm sorry, I'm going to ask like stupid questions all because this is a little bit much.
It's a hell of a lot. It's probably more correct.
Yeah.
I know we didn't.
Lucky moves all of a sudden quite quickly, indicating a hair bushing up, and she's moving towards the box, and she's growling and she's barking.
Lucky, easy.
She snort? No, she ain't moving.
No, I where is Cal?
Probably a meter ahead of you or something like that, or half a meter.
So, and how far to the box from Cal? If
4 meters,
all up
4 meters, give and take.
I go towards Lucky and I guess the box.
I'll move perpendicular, like to her and move perpendicular to her and following her towards the box.
Yeah. Is Cal using second sight?
Yeah, I can throw in fire.
Burn.
Just in case I'm mistaken. I mean, it could be. I'm guessing it's like a some sort of Walking Dead, but I could be wrong. It could be another nightmare.
Could be a tiny nightmare just fucking shit up.
Or lulling me into a false sense of security, waiting to rip me open.
Yeah. So the scene is accordingly as the camera pans around.
But
you're having Lucky now growling, frothing at the mouth, like getting like all like amped up over this box as you Grace are slowly calling your girl, also focus on the box, and Cal slowly moving to the side. You feel this flash of this golden pulse, almost like it moves your hair a little bit.
What was that? Did you do something?
Yeah, I did the same as you did. I connected my second sight, just in case whatever is in that box.
And I can feel what you do. That is
you can
so
pick up.
Strange.
You pick up one of the hunters when you could. The way you see me now, glowing like with a halo, I guess, sort of like sparkling golden. That's how you appear to me now as well. It helps avoid friendly fire.
As you're doing that and you're looking up, you hear Lucky whimper and move. And I would like you to do a perception awareness. Cal, you can do a perception awareness as well if you want to pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah, well, if the dog barks, something happens.
She whimpers.
A 1, does that detect? Does that?
It takes away.
Yeah. So then it's 2 successes.
It's enough.
I got a 4 actually.
So all right, he's on the money. Maybe because he's a bit further off to the side, he gets the scene, and he's probably keep an eye on the box and eye on you at the same time because he knows that there's something shitty in the box. What you see, Cal, I'm going to give Grace what she sees after. What you see, Cal, is something shoots out of the box that looks black, rotten, and claw-like, and snaps at Lucky at her paw.
Does it grab the dog or does it not?
You see the dog whimper and like pull it out, like and like trying to gnaw at whatever tried to grab it, and you see the box got dragged with Lucky towards Grace because that rotten claw-like thing is still snapping.
You.
And Grace, you see something. The box almost like jolts towards you, and Lucky screams. So you're like, "Oh my god, girl!" Like because you're worried about her, and you see this like black, like a gangrene, like fucked up. Maybe it's missing a finger. It's like a hand thing. It's rotten, nasty looking, and it's snapping like crazy now, trying to grab you.
Can I by instinct use ward?
Yes, you can, and I would.
And can I please, like, I need
burn,
something.
Burn. Yeah, you have to gain conviction. You have to sacrifice conviction because being a hunter is pain.
Jesus, how do I do this again?
Cal, I'm guessing you know what it is based on my description.
Can someone help me out because I'm super stupid
He's relieved. It could have been worse as long as it's just one. It's just one of the boxes moving, right? It's not like there's one in each box.
No, then you would be in trouble.
I'd be worried, but as long as it's just the one box, I'm fairly confident.
Yeah.
When I use conviction, how does that work?
Well, now you're going to use
when I'm. Yeah, but so I have the stamina plus seal.
Yeah. And then you sacrifice conviction.
Yeah. So do I add a dice or how?
Hold on. I'm just gonna check.
Noob.
It's what are you using?
Try and put it. I don't know. Get Lucky away from the thing.
What was that?
If you no, you don't get extra dices as far as I know. You get convictions back based on your successes.
Okay.
I'll double check it, but I think that's how it is. I'll double check it.
3. So I have 3 successes.
That means that you get whatever you spent, and then you get 1 extra.
Thank God. Because I had 0 after that one.
That would be interesting if you failed it, because then you would. That's a very shitty situation for 100.
I only had 1 because I used it to heal in the ward, and then
no. Then you bounce up to 3 now. Yeah. So the scene is as follows. Obviously, it's like I have described. You automatically, Grace, feel the immense need to protect, not necessarily yourself, but Lucky and Cal.
Yeah.
And you don't. This is not a word command. It's a thought. You're clenching onto your necklace, and you immediately feel like no fucking further.
Yeah.
And it's you feel it's like a shield comes up again. You see the golden, it sparks in your view, in your view.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for the creature. Nope, that was a fail.
Can I notice do I feel what you do?
Oh yeah, and you know what she is. She's putting up a ward.
Excellent, excellent impulses and reflexes you have, Grace.
Was that me? I'm sorry. I don't understand this. Yesterday, I Lucky, come here, girl. Please be okay.
She comes over. She looks scared, and she's like snarling at the box. You can see the box now is spinning, and this creepy hand is like moving around. When it's touching like the ward thing, it's like it recoils.
I kind of like hunkered down next to Lucky and kind of just calm her. At the same time, I'm looking at Cal, and then I'm looking at the box and looking at Cal again. Like,
I glanced down the alley to see where Chase looked Chase and look at
Chase. You can't see Chase because he's in the end.
Okay, well, he's okay. And I walk towards the box, like if it's spinning around, I'm walking trying to collect from the opposite side of where the clawed hand comes out.
Yeah.
And when I am within, I can reach out and touch it, I'll just quickly grab the box, pull it back, and then jump away.
To reveal the creature.
Yeah.
If anybody knows ElfQuest, this is a scene they will recognize because it's inspired by that. Because you have one of those poor elves wrapped in a cloth with a hand with 2 fingers poking out. This is in an old duffel coat. It seems like one of the legs are gone, and the other one is broken, withered. You can see half like a boot hanging on to skin and bones. There is obviously a torso moving around, and you see it's got one arm, and the other one arm is gone by the bone. There is a face. It's not full on cranium. It's not full on super zombified. It's more like a leathery booth. The eyes are bleak, deadish grey. The tip of the nose is like angry and gone. There's tufts of hair, and one of the ears is completely black, and the other one's fallen off. You see the lips have been retracted quite harshly, and the gums are black. It's like if it's mucus or bodily fluid is leaking out of its mouth, and its teeth are chomping, and that creepy hand is moving, and it's being very Walking Dead, frantically moving around. It's a very pathetic looking thing. It would be horrifying if it got hold of you and if it could start chomping on you. Yeah, it would be horrifying. But it's pitiful.
That is
sad.
It's sad. It's sad. It's very sad.
You can see clearly on Cal's face that it's sort of, when he looks at it, his whole face is filled with a sort of a sadness, or they're pitting in it like some really remorseful.
No noise really, except for the noise it makes when it's moving around. There's no vocal cords making any noise. It dawns also on Grace. This was human. This is not a monster. Well, now it is maybe, but it's human.
I mean, she's seen drug addicts freezing to death outside during the winter, but this is...
Yeah, it reminds her a bit of that. It's sorrow, it's pitiful, it's sad, fucking dangerous, but it's sad.
I just look up at Cal, like...
And that's what happens. They just slowly rot and fade away into shambling, quivering mass that's desperate for it to feed. And
how do you fix it?
by setting it free, I put my hand in my pocket and I pull out a revolver I got from Chase. It's the only way. I mean, it's already dead. It's no longer human, but it's trapped in a decaying shell. Slowly, because going insane with a burning hunger for human flesh. I walk towards Grace and I instead of holding, then I flip it around and slide the butt of the gun towards her.
She reaches out and takes it.
You feel the weight of the snub nose. You feel the coldness of the metal.
Like I said, it's not talking about being a hunt of a sport. It's not. There's no pleasure in this. It's a duty. You do the job that's been put before you because you have to, because someone have to. Trust me, guys. I wish the hell you'd been picked for this, because it's not without its cost. But if we don't do it, someone will get hurt. Some innocent. I mean, we two walk by here now, happen by here, and capable people. We have powers to protect us. What if a kid came in here, or maybe an old homeless guy looking for a warm place to sleep, posing up in the boxes to get away from the snow and the cold?
Yeah.
I step back.
So you want me to
Only way to stop
kill it? End it? I don't...
Give it mercy, not kill it. It's already dead. That thing is dead. It's not alive. What you do is to set it free, so it no longer suffer the pain, horror of being trapped in the decay.
Okay. But I've never fired one of these before. I've never... I don't know what to do.
Walk over and I'll slide my hand on to where she's holding the revolver. So holding up and pull
you can feel so she's quivering, and you see that she's teary-eyed. Clearly, she is moved by the seriousness of the situation.
And you just point it, and you slowly squeeze. Slowly squeeze.
I don't know if I can do this.
I put a hand on her shoulder. It's not supposed to be easy. If it'd been easy, you would not be the right person for the job.
Just shoot it.
Does she pull the trigger?
Yeah, she pulls the trigger.
A snub nose makes sound. Chase, you acutely aware there's a gunfire from the alley. Even through all the bustle of the street, you hear the distinct cutting of a gunfire. Because it's a completely different sound to the bustle and life of the street.
I quickly turn to look into the alley.
You can't really see them because they moved deeper in.
I start moving deeper into the alley.
The scene for you, Cal, is that you see her, she's shivering, she's shaking, she composes herself, and she pulls the trigger. It's a dead blank shot, it's a static target. You see the immediate impact of the bullet when it hits the skull of the shambler. And it cracks it, and you see it limps.
I walk over, pick up the box again.
And she dropped she'd probably dropped the gun as she shot it. So it's probably on the ground.
And he lays there. I'm guessing that gun will smoke a bit.
Put the box over the remains of the creature, then I walk over, gun down, pick up the revolver, slide it into my jacket pocket again, and then I walk over to Grace and I put a hand on her shoulder and pull her hand in mine.
She's shaking.
And I just look at her and I say, sorry. Come on, let's get out of here.
You do this for a living?
And this is what Chase hears when he enters the alley.
It's more of a calling than necessarily a living. I mean, it's not like we're getting paid for this. It's the hand we've been dealt.
We do it so others survive.
And as you say that, and when now Chase doesn't have conviction on, but you two lot have it, you see like a white glow, a glimmer behind you, and then disappears, like a dragonfly.
It's free.
Do I see this?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
It's free. You gave it mercy. It was the right thing to do, Grace. You did the right thing.
That was probably the soul departed.
Yeah, it was Chandler. Pretty mangled, hungry one.
It's at peace now.
And Chase is standing there, Grace. You see also there's some disturbance behind them again. And out of the dark, in our reality, you can glimmer a female face that in and out of the cloud, like the darkness, the shade, like the shadows. You almost like you see hands gently caressing Chase's shoulder.
What is that?
That's my wife.
She's dead?
Yeah. The night I became a hunter.
But she's with you.
Yeah.
How?
Well, it's like this. When you die and you have a really strong anchor to something in the world of the living, that anchor can keep you here still. Your body's gone, but your soul is still tied to this world. We call it an anchor because obvious reasons. It can be a person, it can be an object, it can be a piece of art.
And she's I don't know, like herself.
I am her anchor, and in this moment she is like herself.
So she's not, I don't know what you call it, corrupted, or like that thing was?
No.
But then again, you see Grace, you see Chase's face shifts for a minute. Cal, I'm guessing your face shifts for a minute too, because you know.
It's a sort of unspoken reality between the two of them. You know, the elephant in the closet that's never talked about.
Yeah, the atmosphere changes a bit.
let's go for something to eat.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
You need some
And
hot coffee or...
yeah, and you, Grace, you look like you look like you haven't been eaten for a week or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on me.
Woohoo!
I'll let Chase exit the alley first, and then I'll walk just like a step or 2 behind the Grace.
You also know you shot a fucking gun in a very public place. It might be a good idea not to just hang around for that long.
Yeah.
Some of us have a record.
Yeah.
Illegal weapons.
Yeah, the police don't really take kindly to people just shooting people or thingies that look like people in an alley.
Don't worry, we would not be charged with murder. We would have all been charged with mutilating a corpse.
Well, still, it's a hassle. You don't want to deal with that shit. Cops are a nuisance. So yeah, you move on. Do you get into the van and relocate to somewhere that's not that close to where you just fired a gun?
That is a smart idea. I think I'll do that.
SMRT? Yeah.
I think I'm okay to go into car with these guys now, maybe. Yes.
I'll let Grace go into the passenger seat at the front, and I can sit in.
Yeah.
Giving a bit more agency, a bit more clear view and control of the situation, not having...
All right.
I think Grace is just like pulling her knees up and looking out the window, not really in a very talkative mood.
Her life has changed. The reality of the situation is daunting. This is a perfect place for a little break, so everybody can gather themselves after that very intense scene. We're just gonna have a quick break.
Damn you, Tyre.
I love it.
Baptism by fire. Baptism by fire.
Bastard.
Here you go. Here's the gun. Shoot the guy. Awesome. Love
Make
that.
them complicit, and they can't just leave and they're stuck with this duration.
Oh, that's perfect. All right, we're having a quick break. Everybody grab a drink, go to the toilet, do whatever you need to do, and we will be back in just a few. from the break. We're going to go directly into a scene where our hunters now are, gathering themselves, finding their feet, and getting some grub in a cafe. Not that close to the events, obviously. It's a mom and pop kind of place. Again, it's not very fine dining or high end. It's a basic run of the mill American diner. Table service. You have all sorts. You would have probably a bit of more your prostitutes, petty gangsters. Yeah, all sorts in this place. And we're going to start the scene where you are at the table and you have gotten some food and some coffee or drinks, and you are now rehashing or gathering yourselves from the events that just unfold. So we're going directly into the scene.
So, where do you live?
Around.
Okay.
She doesn't have very fine manners. She's just basically like using her hands and just stuffing her face.
Yeah, well, Chase really doesn't seem to care about the manners.
Can I have some of that bacon?
Of course.
Help yourself.
She shouldn't be hungry now, but then again, it's food.
She hasn't eaten for 24 hours, basically, so yeah, she's fucking hungry.
Yeah, I just ordered some more of everything.
I don't really have a home. But yeah, sometimes I live at my friend Toby's when I haven't been bothering him for a while, he lets me stay. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at now.
Yeah, I know the feeling. We know the feeling, both of us, I guess. Well,
but looking at that van of yours,
yeah, for me that's.
Do you live there? Yeah. Okay, that explains a lot.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's better than living by the overpass, and it's more anonymous than renting a room at a hotel, and also that costs a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it can be it is a safe place. You say a former colleague, if you can say that, awarded this car, so it's safe from harm, from the supernaturals.
What do you mean?
Some of us have the ability to set up wards, set up fences to protect areas, small areas or bigger, to keep supernaturals of ill intent from entering. And this former colleague did that to my car, so we always had a safe place to go to wherever we were.
You remember back in the alley when the creature almost grabbed Lucky? What you did?
Yeah, I still don't understand what I did. I actually thought that was you.
No, that was you. You directed quite perfectly, instinctively, Chase. You just made a complete stop. Stopped it. Water protected herself and me and Lucky. Kept the chamber at bay.
Oh,
She's definitely
nice.
a defender.
I just hold on to my medallion as talking about this.
Defenders. I love defenders.
We have different roles. I mean, we all share the same sort of base power that enables us to both see and protect ourselves from what's out there. But we have different roles, different niches, you can say, sort of to fulfill. That's why we travel. Me and Chase travel together. We have a complementary skill set, you can say.
Yeah, for some reason, these heralds, as some call them, or powers that be, that some people call them, they have a tendency to put people like us together with other people that have complementary skill sets, and gives us complementary powers. Oh yeah, supernatural powers if you want.
So, what do you guys do?
My role is, well, some say it's one of the more brutal roles, the more heavy roles. Mine is the role of the judge. Cal is the role of the seer. Cal gets more visions, more messages from the heralds than me and you will get. He gets premonitions, he gets visions, and they can be really, really hard. Not only physical, but also to interpret. And my role is often to interpret the visions, and also interpret the situations, and to judge, to decide if this creature is worth being saved. Because some entities, some creatures, we can't save them.
Like your wife, or is that something else?
I'm not sure yet. I'm not quite sure how me. Well, we have a really. Of course, we have a strong bond. I've known this woman from my whole life, and I've loved this woman for my whole life. So the emotional bond is tight, and I don't know if it can be severed, or if I will stand that being severed, or if my wife will stand that being severed. This is not an exact science, and it's hard. And
do you talk to her? I'm sorry,
all the time,
but
all the time.
So they can speak?
Oh yeah. A lot of these creatures can. Well, there are different. They are often different intellectual levels of awareness. Take for example ghosts. You have the friendly ghosts, the well-aware ghosts that are aware that they're dead, that are aware that there is a link between them and the world. This can sometimes wither over time, and they go more into a feral state, and their own idea of self disappears, and their primal emotion their id gets pushed to the front, and they want. What do they want? They can want warmth, they can want your soul, they can want your body, they can take possession of your body, they can take possession of
Has that
items.
happened to any of you?
Not possessions, but yeah, we've seen a few. Both possessions of bodies and possessions of items. That nightmare creature back there, that was a possession. it possessed. This was a really old, really old, maybe, I guess at least 200 years old, maybe more even. To be able to possess a human to that degree, and to be able to break free of that possession and enter the world in a physical
Can they
shape.
possess things as well, or just
Poltergeist.
people?
Poltergeist
So
often try to possess things, and sometimes they don't manage and just throw stuff around. But yeah, there has been.
Have you seen the movie Chucky?
Yeah, that would be that.
Child's Play.
Yes.
Well, Child's Play, yes.
Child's Play, yeah, definitely. That's a good. That's a good.
So you're telling me that can happen?
Yeah. And there also was this possessed beetle, the car, in California once. Really strange thing.
Cal.
Yeah.
You hear them. You hear them talking, and you're paying attention. All of a sudden, there's something. You can feel something at your foot.
Can I see anything?
Yeah,
Does
you
it say
see
woof?
it. No, it's a pen. You see it's rolled and just like.
Based on what not? Bend down, pick it up.
It's run-of-the-mill dino pen.
Where did it come from? I'll look around. Did it roll
As
off the shelf?
Yeah.
Or?
As you look around, we're going to go into a split scene. Because for Grace and Chase, this will be a matter of seconds. Yeah. Cal, on the other hand, he picks up the pen, he looks around, and when you look around to see your now compadres, they're not there. And you get acutely aware that the diner is empty. All of a sudden, you hear sobbing, like crying, sobbing. Somebody's like crying, very distraught.
I get up and walk towards the sound.
The thing is, it's coming underneath the table.
Okay, then I look under the table.
You see, it's a small male figure, but not like a child, young teenager. He's dark-haired, knees underneath his chin, and he's sobbing profusely.
Hi there, what's wrong?
He's just sobbing and sobbing and sobbing, and it's upsetting, but also it's disturbing because you feel it's taking your focus away from something else.
What am I not seeing? I look up again from under the table and look around, try to focus, see if there's something else.
When you when you look up, you see the diner isn't the diner anymore. You're sitting in a booth, but the diner's gone. And it's the blackness, what you remembered from when you were at the safe house.
Yeah, it's the same.
The desolate blackness. But you're sitting, like the booth is like, it's like ripped out of reality and put in the desolate darkness.
I stand up.
You still hear the boy sobbing.
It's gonna be all right.
All of a sudden, you get aware that you have written sorrow on your arm. You didn't know you did that, but you have.
So I can step into the darkness and then look back. Is the booth still there, or is it?
No, now it's gone. The message has been given.
Okay.
Out of the darkness in front of you, you see like the firefly light, the glimmer of the light. And again, this beautiful Native American woman walks towards you, again with this very loving gaze.
Hi again.
You feel an immediate, almost like you're riding somebody else's emotions. You feel the distinct, like, love, companionship, life partner. You feel an enormous amount of love, but loss and hate and revenge. Not towards her, but she's giving you that feeling like a man wants to protect what he loves more than anything. And these are not your emotions. You're clearly distinctly feeling this is given to you.
I look down at my hands. Is it still in my hands?
The second you do that, you see that this is not your hands. They are the color of golden, not dark brown, Native American, strong arms, a fit male.
Is there any reflectives? I lean
No,
towards.
you're in the dark, and these firefly lights.
I walk towards the woman and stop in front of her, and I gaze into her eyes. I try to catch a glimpse in her pupils or her eyes. I can see any reflection of.
As you lean in, you see she gives you this calm, loving gaze. But then you see like there's almost like a gust of air like moves her hair for a second, and your eyes are being drawn past her shoulder, and you see a village ablaze. You hear screaming. You see horses that have been lit on fire running. You see it's an onslaught. And again, this feeling of absolute anger, sorrow, and rage as you feel the female putting her hand on your face, and she almost like she's whispering something.
Can I hear what she's saying? More important, can I understand what she's saying?
You can't understand what she's saying, but you get you get the understanding of it. He came, he took.
Just whisper into the air.
And all of a sudden, like you do that, you all of a sudden it blinks in the darkness, and you just see the firefly lights. The woman is gone, and you're standing there, and you can feel like you're in your visage of you in the visionary land, the land of visions. Again, you see this girl walking around with this headset on, like this Discman, and she's again, it's like she's drawing something.
Yeah, and I walk up to her and try to like spy over her shoulder to see what she's drawing.
Oh, she's written down names.
I try to read them.
She's written Sam Dorothy, William Blake, Leo Jackson. And she's crossed them out with red.
Crossed it, like put a line through them?
Yeah.
So this has been Chicago, a really good word, because that.
And then she's starting writing another name. And you see it. It's Brandon Brennan.
Brandon.
And when she's done with it, she says, "Curious. His name means sorrow. Fitting." And then she crosses it. Then for a second, she shivers. Like she's shaking in reality, like in the vision world.
Just kind of walk around, see her from front.
She's shaking like she's blitzing, like she's
in
and out of the darkness. Do you touch her?
Yeah, I stretch out and put my hand on her shoulder.
You automatically feel like your head is like you're gonna explode, like you want to touch your face, and you hear, What's that? What you looking? Who you watching?
That can't be.
Why are you watching? And that's when you get. And you guys been talking for 3 seconds, and you can see him. He's like grabbing his head, and he's holding a pen so hard you can see a streak of blood.
I just take my hand on his hand. Cal, are you okay?
That's never happened before, Cal.
That's impossible. That's not how it works. I start pushing the plates into my jacket and pull out the notepad.
My Little Pony!
Just pull it out and it's
You see, blood gets a bit everywhere now. It doesn't seem like he mind that he's held into the metal bit of the pen so hard.
His blood is actually flowing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Chase. Is this normal?
A lady comes over, like the diner lady, and is like, "Excuse me, sir, but we don't throw plates on the ground."
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. My friend here will he'll reimburse you. No worries, he'll reimburse you. Don't.
She looks at you, takes down a glass.
Sir, flip up a few $10 bills, lady.
All right, I'll get this in a minute. I'll get it in a minute. She stuffs it down her brassiere and she wanders off. And she's like, people like, never mind, back to your business. Drink your coffee. You're fine. You're good. Eat donuts. Don't worry about it.
What happened?
He's
there?
writing.
And I forgot to mention werewolves. They're real too.
William Blake.
And vampires.
Leo Johnson. Jackson. Jackson.
I'm listening at both of them, and it's a little confusing. Again, this entire experience is confusing, but still.
Chase seemed to be not really bothered about whatever happened to Cal. For you, he it was a very violent jolt from him sitting just fine and grabbing his, and then there was a pen, and he didn't have that a moment ago.
No,
you see,
Cal, are you okay?
You can see that he's writing a little huge letter.
My Little Pony notebook.
Saw me. That's impossible.
Does it look like one of the My Little Pony notebooks from the guest? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
We need to call the janitor.
we have to completely.
Why were you calling a janitor? What do you need a janitor? You didn't spill that much.
No. Sorry again. I had a plan of coming to that point of the summary of Hunter 101. In a lot of cities, and even in some towns, we have safe havens, houses for hunters, and sometimes even entities. These houses are
like your car,
like my car, exactly. They're warded and
catching on. Carry on.
And in our what used to be our safe house in Chicago, the house father, you can say that. Yeah, I think we'll call him a house father. He used to be a hunter like us, and he actually grew old, really old. I think he might be even 55, 60 maybe.
But
he becomes a sort of a keeper of this safe house, and we've just always called him the janitor because he fixes things.
But if you're from Detroit, what are you doing in Boston?
Again, Cal now, you can see him. He's not, because his nose is bleeding, and his hands are shaking.
Yeah, and this is one of the more violent visions.
I'm sorry, I gotta go. And I run to the.
I'm like searching my pockets, and then I'll have like a Band-Aid with like some cartoons or teddy bears on it, something very cutesy. Do you need a?
Yeah, thank you. I'll grab that and I run to the bathroom and look around the bar there.
Yeah, it's you're running, and it's your run of the mill, a bit run down toilet in a diner. For you, Cal, this has never happened before, and you're shooken up. Somebody caught you.
Yeah. I just run in and start
between.
Washing the blood away, for water on my face, nose blood, get rid of nose blood, wash the hand again, put the Band-Aid over on the hand, and then I just lean forward and look into the mirror like, that can't be.
It's like it's feeling like you've been violated.
I'm not there. I mean, they're not supposed to see me in the visions, and they're not. The interpretation is just not right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Come on, get yourself together, Cal. You're fine. You just observed having a wish, and does that sound fine? Okay.
I don't think it's fine.
I gotta return to them. Still a bit water dripping from his face and pale.
He seems pale and a bit erratic. Like he's speaking fast. He's speaking in short, broken sentences. Chase, even you get a bit.
Yeah, I really look at him.
He's very wide-eyed. Something happened.
Grab up the notebook and let's find a phone box. I need a phone box. We need a phone book. Come on.
Do you need like, I don't know, a hug?
He always needs a hug.
I need answers.
And a hug.
No. Oh, it's cool.
Let's go.
Out to the car.
The rest of the coffee is probably gone cold by now anyway.
Yeah, but cold
charge
coffee
out
is
to the
easy to
street
drink.
and start looking around for to see if I can see a public fade.
There is close to this. It's just 2 meters down. You can see a public phone booth.
Okay, I'll run down then.
Money.
Are we going after him, or are we just kind of?
Yeah, this is the point where he realizes he doesn't have any money. So
is there like a? Is there like a?
Headquarters.
How long have you known each other?
Look, is there like a?
Maybe since not the 80s, not that long.
We're playing in '93, right?
You've been hunting together for around 5 years.
88. Yeah, it was in 88, wasn't it?
A long stint. No, yeah, Cal, what are you doing while they are talking about you?
Is there like a one of those where you buy newspapers? Some machine like some sort of.
Yeah. It's right beside it.
Yeah, I just walk up to that and I just go look around. There's a lot of people here, or is not a lot of people here?
It's a bit more quiet now because it's around 12 o'clock. It's a bit more. It is a shitty part of town. It's like.
Are you stealing shit now?
And I just take up foot up, and when nobody watching me, just do a sharp kick at where at the box they put it in the money because it's not really that robust.
I'm gonna see if I can. I wish I could take the camera down because I was rolling for the box. 2 ones and a 5. It pops open like a motherfucker.
He's a geezer. He'll nick anything.
Put all the quarters.
But you're watching him doing this. He's very erratic. He's very like this.
I think I'm just like trying to, I don't know, get in front of him and whatever people are going around. So, I don't know, draw some attention away from him. I don't know. Putting down my cap and singing a song, basking on a non-existent guitar.
I throw in a couple of quarters into the phone and quickly dial up punch in the number for Detroit and the safe house.
Yeah, and then you get the hello. You hear the janitor.
It's Cal.
Oh, finally! You're checking in. I have been so incredibly worried.
Yeah, it's been a bit hectic on our end actually. We found the hunter. It wasn't a vehement. You're right.
This is such great news.
Not. Yeah. Well. Anyway, she's alive. She's a judge, by the way.
Judge.
Yeah.
Defender, you mean?
Some pretty damn good instincts. And she was not alone. There was an extremely old, powerful nightmare creature that tried to eat her. And we're talking about full-on manifestation, affecting reality, ripping the place to shreds with his mind. The size of it, I mean, shit. I thought the one I met in prison was bad, but this was, I mean, Chase estimates it must be like 200 years old or something.
That's peculiar. That's rare.
I mean, yeah, well, not rare, but is it a coincidence? Is it were there? Was it after her specifically for being?
I don't believe in coincidences like that. A first hunter born in Boston for decades, and then we have an old fucking nightmare showing up. I don't believe that's a coincidence.
Gets worse.
Right.
I just had a vision. Again.
Okay, Carl.
Same one with lady from the first one. You remember the Native American?
Yeah.
Apparently, in this vision, I'm not myself. I'm guessing her, I don't know, husband, or partner, or some sort of. I get the instinct feeling that she's been killed, or she's being killed, or the entire village or settlement they have has been destroyed, because I can see teepees burning, horses running in a flame. There's
onslaught.
Yeah, full slaughter, full. But it then shifted to that other woman, the young lady, the golden-lapped one with the notebook in the phones. She's writing names, crossing them out with a red biro. And here's the connection, because I got a feeling it was something that Native American woman said. It was the meaning was sorrow. I don't know, I am sorrow, was sorrow. And this lady, she's written down 3 names, crossed them all out. I'm going to check this out. I haven't had time to check it out.
No, yeah. But give it to me. I'll do the research. I got some information
Sam
for
Doherty,
you.
William Blake, Leo Jackson. I think it's Jackson. If you can't find anything on Jackson, it might have been.
I'll check it. Yep.
But then was the 4th name she wrote, Brennan. And she mutters, "That's peculiar. His name means sorrow." And this is what she starts sort of phasing in and out, sort of like shifting reality. What kind of way you do when you look at something that's wrong with second sight.
Yep.
So I touched her. And what I read was, saw me. It knew I was there, and knew I was watching. It saw me. Whatever creature thing, voice whispered, female-ish voice whispered, she could see me. I've never had that happen.
That's
not there, visionary, but she saw me seeing.
That's unheard of, Cal.
Yeah, what a thank you. I think that's why I'm mildly freaking out. You never heard anything like that. I've never heard anything like that.
Okay, Cal. Calm down. You're in Boston. It's an old place with old things and old ghosts. It might be a default vision. You didn't have. Did you protect your mind? It could have been a manipulation.
No, I didn't. I mean, I didn't have second sight on, but it was definitely a vision. I mean, it's the same vision I've had before that shifted into this. You know, the thing it got wires crossed, second signal breaking in, but still, I mean, I'm not actually I don't know.
It's I need to do research on this. So somebody got caught in your vision loop, but your vision. Somebody breached the veil into your vision.
I mean, I gazed into something and that gazed back.
See, okay, that's not good. I would recommend protect your mind as much as you can. Of course, don't burn your resources. Make sure you have a safe haven. Obviously, the car. If you can set up another safe haven, now you have a defender on board.
Yeah, she's still finding her way through her powers, but yeah, we'll see what we can find out.
You still have the glyphs. You still have the glyphs. You just need to teach her how to use it. It will be an ask, but she can at least ward a part of it. She might not do a full ward, but she can ward a space.
Yeah. We'll look for something suitable. I'm gonna do some research as well.
There should have been an attempt on the town hall or the library of Boston at one point.
Well, we'll check them over for it. I mean, probably gonna go to the library anyway and see. I mean, if those names are actually of people that actually have been crossed out, might be newspaper clippings.
It might be newspaper. I can tell you, I did a bit of research on Native Americans in Boston because of your vision before you left.
Yeah.
And the main tribe of Boston, New England, was the Wampanoag. Yeah. Wampanoag. Wampanaag. If I'm pronouncing it correctly.
I would not be an expert on that. Okay, yeah, but I got it written. Okay.
Yeah, they weren't a warrior tribe. They were a trading tribe. And they were actually welcoming the white man when they arrived in New England. Which is the name of Boston, right? New England. Yeah. And this did not benefit them well.
I think I can sort of extrapolate more or less what happens.
If you can get me any more specific on the woman or the man you're seeing, I might be able to narrow down the tribe, the specific tribe. But I know that's as much as I've gotten so far.
Okay, I'll try to give you a... wish I could draw. I could actually get a sketch shot to you, but I'm not that particularly good.
Maybe you can talk to someone that's got. Maybe your newest recruit has that capacity.
Maybe. You never know. I'll look around and start to see if we can get something.
Yeah. This is what I have so far. Do your best. I would recommend you find a place you have a defender on board. She might have the capacity to ward something.
Wow. We'll see what we can do, and I'll check in with you tomorrow.
Stay safe, Cal. I'm worried about this breach of your vision. This is concerning.
It's disconcerting for me as well.
It might have been a glitch. You're in a very old place.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's hope it's just a one-off, all right? Stay safe. Take care of each other. Take care of your youngest recruit and check in as soon as possible. I'll see what I can find.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. I'm guessing you guys have stand close enough to overhear some of that conversation?
Well, at least a few meters away.
Yeah. So then you get some of it. He hangs up.
Walk out again. I'll turn around for a moment.
Okay, that's serious.
You okay?
Yeah, I feel like I got 12 rounds with Muhammad Ali, except for that,
Someone actually saw you in your vision?
Yeah.
A vision con? Wow. Wow.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Good question. I mean, when you have visions, it's generally quite often you have to interpret them. I mean, and generally not straight up easy description of what's going to happen and what's going to pass. But I'm not supposed to really be there. It's not like I'm being transported to the place and time, some sort of physical onlooker what's happening. So the fact that something caught me watching is, I don't know what to make of it, except that it scares me.
It's like you're the stream between the powers that be and you somehow got intercepted by something.
I mean, it's something with back distinctive. You didn't see me clearly, I think. Probably darkly, but
Wow.
yeah. Let's
what sort
face up back to the van, eh?
Yeah.
Get out of there, sleet.
Yeah.
What time is it?
Oh, you're getting close to 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, yeah. We need. I think we sleep.
Probably. Good idea.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have any plus except maybe Toby's, but that's like the only thing. I don't know if I can offer bringing 2 old dudes to Toby's. Sorry.
Don't take this the wrong way, and it's not. I'm not being. It's not being forward or anything, but I think maybe we should sleep in Chase's van tonight.
We have 4 bunk beds.
Because that's safe. I mean, we can pull the curtain and you can get the entire sleeping area.
If you do anything to me, I have lucky and I have these. So
yeah, no worries. We'll sleep in the front seat and sitting there. You can have the back area for yourself. I'm sure Lucky will protect you. Looks like a competent guard dog. It's just that, I mean, that nightmare creature that back at your former place of work, it's not something we run into every day, okay? And Boston,
what do you mean?
I mean, it's
old.
It's old. It's like if normally you go out and hunt and you meet monsters, it's like fighting a 5-round stepping stone match. You know, it's a regular sparring. That thing is like coming up against the world champion. It's like a serious contender fight. So if that's something that just knocks around Boston, what else is out there?
I mean, I've never seen anything. I mean, I didn't know this existed.
And nobody does.
That's how they
survive. People
they're hiding.
These creatures, they hide among us. And that is
but
why...
being in the gas station is not hiding, is it?
No, but he came out to have hunting.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
It's sole purpose being there was to make sure that anyone else who was at that place would not be walking out away alive.
But that's fire, because I mean, does that kill it?
Nightmare creatures, I hope it's dead. I really
but you're
hope
not sure.
No, because maybe it's back in the in-between. Wherever Fae folk go when they're not here.
There's an in-between.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I'm like, no, I'm too tired to hear anymore.
It's been a lot. It's been a long day and it's been a lot to process.
I cannot take anything more on.
No, this is...
My point is that the van, Chase's van, is protected like you protected me and Lucky in that alley. So nothing bad will be able to sneak up on us while we're sleeping.
All 3 of us can sleep safe there from at least from supernaturals. It's
okay.
Yeah, I'll have to level with you. The van has one big weakness. It's got one big weakness: traffic attendants.
Yeah. No,
gotta park somewhere safe.
Usually I just put up an old parking ticket. They usually don't care about that.
Check where it's from. Different city.
Yeah, we're in different cities.
Remember that, Chase? Breaking into the import lot.
Oh.
The Dobermans. You gotta remember the Dobermans.
Oh, yeah. And this is why I always carry beef jerky in my pockets.
Lucky, you don't buy that. Like, you don't. You're smarter than that, girl.
She's like,
Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl?
No. She's hungry.
Scratch her behind the ear.
He needs to eat.
In here, I had like bacon and stuff. Saving.
Oh, she's a turkey and bacon kind of connoisseur. She'll take it all. So, I'm guessing you're getting into the van and you're finding somewhere where you can bunker up for the night.
Yeah. And put a big big something between
blankets.
Blanket. That was the word I was looking for.
Privacy,
yeah.
Yeah. It's not that you, Grace, necessarily feel massively threatened by them. They have kind of shown that they have your best interest at heart, but this is just, you don't fucking know them that well.
No. I mean, she's even alert when she's at Toby's, so...
Yeah. So
it's just natural instinct.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you're finding. Are you doing an old parking lot? Are we doing over near apartment compound? Are we doing an underpass? Shopping mall parking lot?
Yeah, that. Shopping mall.
Parking lot.
Yeah.
All right. You find one, you bunker it, you do your night routine. And Grace, you can see they are used to living rough.
Yeah.
But no rougher than me, so
no rougher than you actually. They have their hygiene routine down to the T.
Yes.
Hey, I usually have my deodorant with me. I usually have a toothbrush. So yeah.
Yeah, usually.
Have 10 liters. No, 20, maybe 20 or 40 liters of water in the back, and so we actually can brush our teeth and all of that.
And you settle in for the night.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it takes a minute for everyone to fall asleep.
Most likely.
For different reasons. For some, like, your life has been basically torn to shreds. And you're told that you have now a higher purpose. How she feels about that, well, that remains to be seen.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Chase feels the burden of the responsibility and the tide that he knows that bigger things are yet to come.
Yeah, it's both that and I think he's thinking a lot about Grace being this young, and
it's completely unfair.
It's completely unfair. Maybe she has, if she survives 5 years, that's a lot.
Yeah,
if she survives 7, if she sees 30.
Oh, that's a stretch. You know that.
Yeah.
Hunters burn out.
They burn out.
Don't tell her that.
Nope.
No. He knows that hunters comes to a specific level, and then they have their final go at their final level, and then they die.
Getting imbued, that's lighting a fuse.
Yeah, if you don't get to be a guardian. But that's not something hunters strive for.
No, that's 1 in a million.
Yeah, and it's also basically it's clipping your wings.
Yeah.
You could fly before. Now you're watching the world and you want to fucking defend it, but you can't.
Light that shines twice as bright burns twice as fast.
Yeah. And Cal, I think, is also a bit disturbed. Someone saw you.
It's hard to go to sleep in that sense because it's this sort of fear of actually being watched.
It's the first time because he is the watcher. You are the seeker, the seer.
You call me boy.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, somebody said, "What you doing?"
Pull the blanket up like.
OMG. But the night takes you all because you are exhausted. You might lie there for 1 hour, 1.5, but then again sleep comes. And she gives you a very unsettled embrace. Because that's the sleep of a hunter. Cutscene to outside. The snow drizzles gently from a sky. The wind has gone down to just a light, cold breeze. Out of the shadow, someone steps without leaving footprints. Goes as close as it possibly can to the van, almost hugging the ward, listening for the breath of the souls inside. Scanning the van, looking for cracks, looking for ways in. Tapping its fingers. As the creature stares at it, the creature's hair again. You can't blame me for being this curious. I just want to have a look. It's his hair, isn't it? The other voice says, "You cannot pass, and you know this, so why even try?" Well, humans are faulty things. They always leave a back door or window open when they don't think they do. I'll find it. I'll find out. All of it. It's just too tasty not to. The other creature, or the voice, who knows? This is still not for you. And you will find yourself burned again if you try. I can't change my nature, can I now? But then again, it's early days. I think I know where they're going, you see. The creature whispers as the creature steps gently in to the darkness. We pan out, we see the darkness turns into a very cold morning as the sky goes clear. And we have a day without snowfall and a morning. I'm guessing you have the alarm bell on?
Of course. 8 o'clock.
Whew. Boom! Boom! Morning! Bacon!
At least coffee.
Grace has already got up like half an hour earlier and taken Lucky outside. So she's just like sitting outside the van, actually.
Sitting outside, you've seen the crack of the sun. It's just about peaking up because it's that early. The sun doesn't really come up until like 8, 9. I'm guessing she's trying to comprehend.
There's a lot of stuff going on in our mind. A lot of stuff. I think Lucky is the only thing that's kind of grounding her to I don't know, some sort of sanity. Yeah.
At the same time, this has to be something she feels because this is part of being hunter. You feel you have power. You're not just a human with shitloads of knowledge and you're just afloat on a boat with no oars. I think it's like the Spider-Man syndrome. Like great power comes great responsibility. It's like you can do some shit. What does that entail?
Yeah, I don't think Grace knows what that entails because her reality is just
shifted.
Yeah.
Shifted. So, you boys, you notice that her bed is left. I don't know if you immediately think she's off, or do you think she's just outside?
I open the door just to see if there's a trace of her. It's almost panic-like.
Yeah.
Where is she?
Yeah, she sits outside in a big coat, and Lucky is running around, playing in the snow, panting, being.
You want some coffee?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
You see, Lucky comes running over because that's the turkey man.
No, I give the dog some jerky.
She takes it, she throws it about, and then she swallows it whole.
Hey, what about sharing?
Like, fuck you, I'm a dog.
No, we'll go for breakfast. We'll go for breakfast. You know of a good place?
Good? No. Places? Yes.
Places are good.
There used to be a place called Al's Pancakes House.
Yeah, that's still there.
Still there? They used to sell these pancakes.
Pancakes would be good now.
I don't think I've had pancakes.
With maple syrup and extra bacon.
Yeah, more than a couple of years.
Okay, pancakes it is. Do they serve dogs?
No, but you can bring a doggy bag.
Of course.
It's a comedian.
This is true.
This is true.
But this is not about you. This is about 3 hunters on the streets of Boston.
Yeah, whatever. So it really is about me anyway. Yeah. All right, so you get going. You have your coffee, you get going, you get to the pancake house. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You leave Lucky in the car, you go in. It's early Saturday morning. It's a nice place. It's a family-oriented, and you see it's a Saturday, so whatever people actually are out and about that early, because they do the breakfast thing. And it's for people that's going to go to work. There's people that just like to have an early morning and go to have some pancake like 9 o'clock in the morning. It's cozy. It's friendly atmosphere.
Not hobos like us.
Well, you stand out a bit, but no judgment.
I just fix my hair in the window and smell my armpits and I don't know, try and look presentable.
Bet your waitress comes over. So what can I get you, loves?
Pancakes.
I would presume as much soon. How many? Do you want coffee, tea, juice, apple juice?
Yes.
We got a pot of coffee, please, and juice for me as well, and I'll have
pot of coffee, mug of juice,
extra bacon,
and extra bacon.
I'm guessing
syrup?
We do, honey. I'm thinking you all want the American Supreme.
Yes.
Baking pancake bonanza.
Baking bonanza pancakes. Yes.
So it's lovely. That sounds absolutely lovely.
I'll got you sweets. I'll got you soon. Och hon försvinner går för. She goes off and to get the food.
I'm so sorry. How am I going to repay you?
You're looking at Cal.
No, I'm looking at Chase. Sorry, I'm looking at the money guy.
This is quite easy, or is it? Can actually, for some of us, it can be really surviving.
Just ask Chase about my bill. How much do you owe me?
There's a bill. Maybe there's a tad as well.
Because this is what I got. I mean, I can probably get the coffee.
No, your job is helping us survive. And you will see that as a role of the defender. That will take... Unfortunately, that will take a lot of you. And this is an investment in our own future. A healthy you a well-fed you means a surviving us.
I lean over the table and I hug him.
Oh, bless. That's so cute. Yeah. We're gonna go into some more scary shit. Kidding. Perception awareness. Beautiful moment, but fuck that. We're gonna go dark.
Yes.
Fuck that. I'm gonna go dark.
Alright.
3.
Guilty.
6, 6, 8.
2.
7, 6, 6. 3 successes.
3, 3, and 2. All right, you guys, I got 3. You immediately get your spider senses are tingling. There's something in the room.
Look around.
Yeah, look around.
Your gaze is being drawn towards a family where there's a little girl wagging her feet because she can't really reach, and she's drawing or writing. And you get this distinct feeling there's something hidden. And this is strange for Grace because you feel there's something there.
Cal just sort of get an instant flashback to the woman, good-lucky woman writing in a notebook the day before, and sort of zones out back into sort of the flashback to the vision.
You know, I'm just trying to remember what he said the night before about actually firing up second sight in order to be able to see or reveal what's around.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm a little bit distracted by the hug.
Yeah, I'll use the conviction and power it up.
Boom! You see that she powered up. You see the golden pulse that goes out from her being. Because you see clearly 2 grown-ups, but you see the girl on the edge. And when you look at her, you see there's something around it, like shivering in reality. And like his wife, it's like all of a sudden you see atop of the girl's head, you see toes dangling. And when you look up, you see like a nightgown. You're like, what the? And you keep on looking, and in and out of like a vision, because it's flickering. You see like someone floating above the girl.
I lean, like, because I'm guessing Cal is right next to me, right?
Yeah, probably.
I'm just like, Cal, do you see this? The woman, the old lady?
Is there an old lady over there?
They are kind of floating.
Do you Cal use second sight?
Well, yeah.
You know what you can't, Cal. You are routined. You know not to burn when you don't need to. You
I don't know that yet.
No, you don't know that. You have a judge. It's his job.
I'm not actually gonna.
It's his job because it doesn't cost him that much. But, he's supposed to see shit.
So as soon as Grace says something, then I turn on my discern.
Yeah.
But
do you, Cal, use second sight or do you hold?
No, I'll hold on.
Yeah.
I'll talk to Grace instead and just ask her, does the spirit look menacing? Do you get a menacing feeling from it?
Do I?
You can't really tell because it's kind of it's like a very old lady hanging in an outgown above the girl. There's like a silver feather to her locket, and you feel like, oh, that's like...
Yeah, that's... I don't really get much, but I think there is something with her. Do you see she has a locket?
Chase, you did discern?
Yes. I got 2 1s.
No.
And 5 successes.
Way to burn.
So 3 total.
Fuck off. All right. You see, it's a ghost. She's tethered to the girl's necklace.
Yeah.
It's not a super scary kind of ghost, but you never know. She might do something, but she's not emanating any dangerous vibes at the moment.
No.
She's clearly connected to the child's locket.
Yeah. I turn towards Grace, and this is another example of a ghost that is anchored.
Is it like your wife?
Yes, in a lot of ways it is. It seems as though this particular ghost is anchored to the locket. You see the locket worn by the child?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice old silver, I think.
I mean, I can see there is like a thread
Yes.
kind of connected to it. I think
And
that's what I'm seeing.
This here seems to be one of the benevolent ghosts. There's always been stories about fairy godmothers, and of course matron saints. Sort of. It seems as this, in this moment, at this point in time, we don't know what will happen in 5 or 20 years, but in this point in time, this ghost is at least watching over the child.
As you talk about this, you get your pancakes, you get your juices, you get your coffee, and you're having the conversation, because nothing seems to happen over there. It's just you're just viewing it.
Yeah.
So you're doing it because I'm not going to starve you, lot. You need to eat.
Maple syrup.
Nom nom nom.
Before I start eating, I just get up and walk. The bathroom. Where is this?
In the end
In
the diner.
Do I have to? Can I go?
You can pass.
This,
Yeah.
to get to the bathroom?
Yeah, because they are like just ahead of you. Yeah.
So when I do that, on the way to the bathroom, I just first take a glance at the. You said that the child was drawing.
Yeah.
So I take a quick glance at that. That is the first.
She's drawing a apartment building.
And yeah, I just quickly comment on that. Yeah, nice drawing there, kid. And then I try to meet the eyes of the ghost.
You see the kid's like, thanks. I'm really good, but Mom says I'm gonna be an artist.
Yeah.
You go up because you can see the ghost like that. You see the black sockets because it's not fully visualized. You see it's the shade of the soul, but it's aware.
I just try to give the ghost a sign to follow.
She might not be able to. You know how these ghosts are.
It's just in this moment I will try that first.
Yeah, seems very anchored.
Yeah. Then I go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And returning, I will pass the family once again.
See, the dad looks very concerned at you. A classical 1993 kind of guy with a bitch too much mousse in his hair. His shirt is very neon and his bubble jacket, and he's like, no, dude, you're strange.
Yeah, fuck, I'm strange.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck no, don't talk to my girl, you pedophile. Strange. He's like, sir, we're having breakfast. I would prefer you not talking to my child.
Do I see this?
Yeah.
No,
then I go over.
Sorry. I mean no
Dad?
offense.
Dad?
Yeah, I'll be there I'll be there in a moment. I just
okay.
Really. that necklace. It might remind me of a necklace my grandmother gave me.
You see him kind of softens a bit when he hears you're a dad, and he's like, yeah, it's an old family heirloom. It was my mother's.
Yeah.
She gifted it to my daughter.
You're lucky to have your grandmother watching over you like that.
You see the dad is like, oh, that's sweet. The girl goes, yeah, I know. And she, like, I know. She talks to me, make sure I don't need a nightlight anymore. And the dad, oh, what children say.
Well, that's a nice gesture, and I hope. And at this point, I look straight at to the eyes of the grandmother, and I hope she'll.
Yeah, it's black sockets.
Yeah.
It's, as I say, it's like horror movie goes shimmering, like smoky, weird, but you see it blinkering in out form.
Yeah, I'll look straight into her eyes, like I'm just seeing out into towards the horizon, and it's. I hope she'll continue to help you on the right path and never do any harm, right? And then
I'm guessing you do
my,
the power.
I touch my St. Jude's pendant, and I use the power vow.
Yep, do it.
Let's see, that's a lot of dice. It's 3 successes.
That should be enough. Hold on.
If I am right.
Balance burden. Oh, you're doing WoW from the judge book itself,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. Then it's enough. Yeah. You see the ghost nods, and the deal has been. It's a golden. You see that the golden, like almost like a knot. It's sealed. You get the nod, and you clearly get an indication this is not a vengeful ghost.
No. You take care now.
The parents are like, stranger, okay.
And then I walk towards the table.
Yeah, pancakes here.
When Shay sits down, he'll discover that all his bacon has this mysterious.
In
the pockets, in the mountains.
Pocket bacon.
You see, they clearly
I just order
finished.
some more bacon, please. I think
bacon. They vaporized, yeah. The family clearly are done before you lot. Again, in this entire scene, Grace, you get the benefit of second sight. You can see this glimmering shade, hover above the girl's head as they move towards the exit. Right before they leave, you see the girl runs back, and she smacks a drawing on the table.
On our table?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Grandma says he's dead. Bye.
Bye.
And she leaves.
Bye, creepy kid.
Like kids are, they're very blunt, very direct.
Yeah, I put my hand on the drawing and kind of slides it to the middle of the table so we can actually see it.
Intelligence roll, Grace.
So this is the other part of being a judge. Sometimes you
can I use the willpower?
You can.
Sometimes you can actually help, not just spirit, but also here we have connected the girl.
His voice disappears slowly into a fade mumble as you can feel your pulse booming in your ears. That's your apartment. Wish there's a blacked out window. It's Toby's apartment.
Shh! Please. 2 seconds. What did she say again?
Who said what? What now?
The girl. What did she say?
Very crude drawing. You see the building, his window, It's blacked out.
She said he's dead.
No, she did not say that.
You're right, Grace?
I know this building.
Okay.
It's my friend's building. And that's his apartment, and I'll just like point at the black in the window.
Almost smudging the crayons.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Tell me this creepy girl, right? There isn't. Can we go there?
I think we better.
Yeah, we'll go there.
Make haste. Rises up quite quickly. Money on the table, with some good extra tip, and we march.
Grace, you feel your pulse. It's the fight or flight adrenaline. You can barely hear anything but the pulse rushing in your ears.
And I just like give him the address as I walk towards or run towards the car.
You know where that is, Cal?
Yeah, I know where that is. It looks at
You guide, I drive.
Yeah, it looks at Grace with a little bit something. Okay, well, respect if you hang around that place.
Yeah, it's not the bestest place in town. Approximately 15 minutes later, you drive up to the entrance of the apartment complex.
Well, the positive aspect here is that we don't really have to worry about the police showing up anytime soon.
I think as we drive up, if we're in front, I'll just like rip open the door and start running towards.
Wait, I'll put a hand in the shoulder. It might be nothing. I just get Charlotte's drawing, but if it happens to be something, we don't go charging in.
Never go charging.
Never make emotional decisions. It's just.
But it's my friend. It's my only friend. Okay.
We're gonna go up there. We're gonna.
Can you guys please like stop being old fat guys and start running?
She barks at you.
Okay, you're skinny guys, but still, yeah. She doesn't care. She doesn't have her.
You're old fat right now. She runs.
Okay.
I
just grab my bag. It's a long time to put it on the shop, and I run after her and said, "Chase, bring what you need."
What do you say?
Bring something. Don't forget the cold iron.
Cold. Yeah, yes, cold iron.
Oh, and a brain
silver.
And salt. Probably salt as well.
Run.
Run after.
I grabbed the go-to bag. That's under the
Ghostbuster bag.
Yes, it's got salt. His cold iron knuckle dusters. His silver knuckle dusters. His there's salt. There's probably some holy water there as well.
Whole shebang. Whole shebang.
Whole shebang. Wolf's bane, and probably some sage too.
And I'm just running up the stairs.
So Grace, you don't really sense the environment.
No.
Cal.
I run after, but I keep an eye open.
You don't even have to roll a perception awareness. These walls are dripping with misery, death, and old nasty. There's so much pain in these walls.
Doesn't have to mean that something bad is happening to her friend. It could just be the general
He's like, doesn't mean it's bad when he's running. Might just be the fucking place.
I shouldn't have too much of a difficulty running after. He's kept
it's
rather fit after.
So it's like the elevator's been out. It's been out for ages. It's on the 6th floor. It's linoleum stairs. It's grimy. It's shitty. It's poor. You get up to your landing. It's like push doors into the hall. It's basically in the end of the hall to your left, on the right side.
Run after her.
I'll go knocking at the door.
As you knock, you see the door opens.
I step inside.
You can see the cold pink purple light from the curtains, and the room seems empty. The dust again dances in the cold, bleak winter sun through the pink and purple curtains. Cal, you see she runs directly in. She does not hold. She knocks and she goes.
And she went in.
Yeah, you're like, shit.
Not
Hunter 101.
I fire up second sight and I follow after her.
As you run, it's like almost you go into a slow motion feeling as you burn out the second sight, because the fucking room is almost, it's not like it's shivering, it's convulsing. And you get the distinct fucking feeling that whatever is in there, it's really, really bad.
Toby, are you home? I mean, it's a small apartment, so I'll look around.
You see the bathroom light flickers a minute, because it's on, like the old fluorescent lighting flickers a minute.
Grace, be careful. Wait there. Just wait. Just stand up still. If the front is here, we'll contact him and get him. Don't take another step. And I start looking around.
You're peeking in. How close are you, Chase? I just need to know where you are.
I'm probably down at least 2 or 3 flights of stairs.
All right, so you slow down. Cal, I want you to do a perception awareness, because your skin is like your hair follicles are standing straight up. You're not loving the atmosphere.
Yeah, no, this is bad.
Yeah, this is like
something wrong here. And I get a 10 and 2 9s, so 3 successes.
You distinctly feel the whole room is wrong. The whole but you get, again, this is old shit. What the fuck is this? This is what when you've been dancing, you're tangoing with like old nasties. You get this, but then you've known it, so you know what you're walking into. You've been prepared. This is mind-boggling.
This is not an apartment where someone has
been living. No. This is like when you've been told of like horrible haunted places nobody fucking lives.
Grace?
That's the feeling you're getting.
Grace?
Toby?
Will you take 2 steps back towards me, please, and just wait for Chase?
I just turn around towards him. What?
The moment she screams, "What?" you see the bathroom flicker for a minute, and then that goes out. And for 2 seconds it feels really dark until you see the sunlight through the pink. And right beside Grace, somebody's standing and shivering in reality.
I'm right here.
My hands just slip into my pockets, and when they come back out again, there's a pair of iron knuckle dusters on them. Right?
What are you doing?
Walk towards me now.
I'll turn around again.
And you don't have your second sign on at all?
Nope, I don't.
She turns around and you just get your dangerous feeling. You feel your hairs like on your back of your neck are like standing up. Your body starts screaming like something's fucking wrong. This Cal freaks you out because that thing is that close.
Okay. I'm afraid of provoking it because something's going to happen. That's clear. That's clear. But I need to find a course of action here. So I'm just gonna just breathe, exhales, just close his eyes for a second, and then open it again to try to see what will be the different outcomes depending on what he does. I'm just gonna try to use the perception.
Yep, perception.
To sort of analyze, so when things happen here, he can hopefully pick the right course of action to protect Grace. That's an intelligence prediction. All right. Let's see. And for each, steps make one extra roll for a specific action and choose the best result.
Yep. So
you just have okay, that's not the best roll. I only got two. Two successes, so I can do it twice like for 2 times this session.
Yep. So, your goal, I'm guessing, is for her to get out of the room as calmly as possible.
Yeah.
Which would be, as you fucking know, if this is something's dead.
Yeah.
It likes emotions. You need
give it something else to feed up. Something like if my emotions are more powerful than hers, it will focus on me instead of her.
Because I'm all about the emotions now, and that's I think that's why she hasn't used conviction or anything like that. She's not thinking about that. That's not the focus of anything right now.
She's giving all the juice.
So that means actually the alternative is forcibly ejecting her from the place. Problem. Okay, Carl's gonna sort of try to get its attention in another way because I'm not gonna be able to. I mean, she's a smorgasbord.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She is for any dead thing right now. She's fucking caviar.
So what Carl's gonna do is just gonna dig into like all the hopes and dreams he had, like all that when he could have been a contender, he had a chance, and he was a really good boxer. He could have gone places, but then he fucked it up by getting drinking drugs. It's everything that's just all the failures, all bad mistakes he's made, everything that's led up to him landing up in prison, all that.
Yep.
Everything that's wrong with himself is flowing into just one, really flared up in one really like strong anger, like sort of like just like not at all in. Let's really dig into all the pain of us.
So is he saying anything whilst he's emoting all this emotion?
Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna pick a fight with someone. Pick it with me.
I don't want to pick a fight with you, Cal. I don't. I just wanted to.
Then it's the room shifts, Grace, and also your spider senses are tingling, and you Cal, you with this because it's almost like black hooded humanoid. It's very difficult to see because it's not really revealing itself clearly. But you see it flickers in reality and moves, and you see the room goes very fucking cold.
Do I feel that as well?
Oh yeah, it drops. Yeah. It drops so below. It's like 25 below zero in 3 seconds.
Jesus, did he leave the window open?
No, it's like you're gonna have difficulty to breathe because it happens so fast. It kills, like almost like it kills the oxygen in the room.
I'm sorry, Cal. I didn't mean to upset you.
The room, it flickers massively, and it's like you're feeding it, Cal. You know you're feeding it.
Yeah, but it's better than feeding on me. I'm not angry at you, Grace. I'm angry at the thing that's here.
But there's nothing here. I can't see.
You still have strong conviction. Can you still? It's a power that's inside of you still strong, Grace.
I have 2 left.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. Take a couple of steps towards me and turn around and fire up that second side of yours.
Okay.
And
you see she's moving slowly and she has to pass it as she's walking, like freezing, and the temperature is going.
I'm looking at it and it's flashing at a shitting and grin like you and me, pal. So keeping it out, trying to keep its eyes on me, like we're the ones that's gonna duke it out.
You see Grace is slowly passing. Grace, you're gonna take damage in a minute because the room is so cold.
Yeah.
But as you are moving, do you use a conviction or are you gonna hold?
Yeah, no, I'll use a conviction.
Yeah, at least your mind's not gonna get fucked. You do the golden, and you can feel the manipulation of the room. You can feel the wrongness of everything. And as you are moving towards Cal, and you can hear his voice like fuck, yeah, you distinctly feel you're in fucking danger. And you're moving towards him. All of a sudden, you see the shape of a figure beside you, because it's been like dark, hunched up, hooded. All of a sudden, you hear, Grace, I'm cold, Grace.
Toby? I'll turn towards it.
You see, as you're turning towards it, it's like hooded. You see the mouth and the nose. It's very grey and very pale and very difficult to see. But you see it's like him, almost physical form. For you, it's physical form. For you, Cal, you know that's not a physical form. For Grace, you just see he's wrong. Or something is wrong. You can hear him whisper, Grace, what happened? Where did you go? Why did you leave me?
I had to go to work, but so did you. What happened to you?
Grace, it's dark. They took it. I can't see. I'm cold. Grace, can you hold me? Can you hold me, Grace?
Can I hear it whisper this?
Oh, yeah.
Grace, you can't hold him. It's not him. Come towards my voice, please. And as I'm doing this, okay, it's a ghost, but it's a spirit of some kind. This person could have been alive yesterday. There's no fucking way. I mean,
I was with Toby yesterday. Right before I went to work, I was with him.
Grace.
You're saying Grace. This isn't him?
I'm scared, Grace. It's dark.
Toby, it's going to be okay. It's going to be fine.
Can you hold me, Grace?
I'll take a step towards it.
Ooh. Chase, går du med henne? Chase warrior.
Well,
that would be a good time to go
I'm probably just stepping in, going towards the door. Of course, I'm running discern.
Okay, so what you see when you run in
is 4 successes.
You see Cal has just stepped inside the room, and you see he's focused on what you see, and that gives you shivers down your spine. This isn't a ghost.
What's this then?
It's a wraith.
Oh fuck. Is what I'm actually saying out loud.
It's a full-on wraith.
I turn, if you come in, I'll turn and as you see, and just like, oh, he's here, kind of just acknowledging you.
Guys.
Chase?
Please
what
step out.
She mustn't touch it. You know that. You mustn't touch it.
Please step out. You can hear the fear in his voice.
He's almost cracking.
How bad is it, Chase?
You remember the story with the hanged man? It's that bad.
And then Cal takes this second and says, kind of channeling his old boxing coach, ringside coach words. And he tried to, the information Chase gave him, he tried to analyze, try to pinpoint what is this thing's weakness. If push comes to shove, I mean, I'm not going to physically fight this. That's not going to do anyone any good. Well, it might do it some good. It's not going to do me any good.
But what you really need is to get her fucking out of the way, because she's going to lean into the thing.
Okay.
Let her touch that.
Because you see, she's turning towards it, and the thing.
I'll just.
It's like
pull out, and I grab her, and it's gonna pivot her. I'm not gonna pull her back. I'm just gonna pivot her away from it.
All right, we're gonna do a contested thing. You're gonna roll against my bad guy.
I want to roll for burn.
Yeah. Well,
all right.
What am I rolling?
I'm guessing.
Is it initiation or?
No. I'm playing on the fact because the scene indicated Grace is emotional, and she's indicated that she feels Toby calling out to her, so she doesn't feel danger from him necessarily, even though he is, because her heart feels like, what the fuck is going on?
Hmm.
You can if you insist, do a perception alertness or perception awareness to see what's happening around. Or you can play on the fact that she is emotionally caught in the situation. It depends how you want to play the scene.
The latter for my part, but
yeah, but then you're playing on the fact that this is traumatizing. Cal, what did you get?
Dex Brawl.
Yep.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Fucking hell, somebody's rolling. And you, Chase?
I'm
Primary skill.
Gambling 2 convictions, so I get 11 dice.
Oh boy. Oh, there we go. That corrected it. You add dices.
4.
Then you get 2 back from gambling.
Nice. That puts me up to 8.
So you burden the thing, right?
Yeah.
This seems to piss him off. Or shock him or something. Because the cold goes into heat. Because it's like it recoils and moves away from you, Grace. You can see it's like it flinch. And this insane cold. It's like it, whoa! But it fucks with the oxygen in the room, so it's very difficult to breathe. So you can either now try to stay in the room, you're going to get...
I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what happened actually after... Did you just flip me? Or what did you actually do to...
Pull you away, so
yeah.
we're probably standing like equally equally far away from the creature as well.
Yeah, because you didn't want to defend. You didn't contest his moving you, right?
No.
So he's you because she got confused. What the fuck is happening? You can feel that it recoils and almost like it hisses, and the room from going from very very cold goes very very warm. But then again, now you're closer to the door because he dragged you out of the situation. Right. And I'm guessing you lot are moving to the hall.
Yeah, I'm like, get out now, and I just hold her and I back her through the door and try to not force her to be dragged out, but sort of suggesting that she should move along with my whip to get out of the room.
I think she's just a little out of it, so you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'll drag her out of the room.
Did you get to pinpoint it, Cal?
No, I'm gonna. I have to. I didn't do that. I prioritized getting her away. I'm gonna pinpoint it from outside.
Safe distance.
Safer, nothing safer, but it's from the less currently being emulated. So long I get out the next one, I'm gonna try to pinpoint it to see if I can just pin what is its weakness, what can hurt this thing, what can.
And that, my dear players, is something we have to deal with in next episode.
Holy shit. Oh, that's so mean.
I know it's very mean. I know it's very mean. But that's it for episode 2. Gonna leave it at a very shitty cliffhanger. But that's how I roll. So we're gonna start off with something really exciting on episode 3 because we're gonna go straight into some action.
Oh, I can't wait to next week thing.
Jesus.
And remember to like and subscribe and all that.
Please do. This is a labor of love, and I hope you guys enjoy. And I love my players because they're kick-ass, and they enjoy all my fucking terror and abuse.
Enjoy.
Says help. Call my mom, please.
Yeah.
Hope you have fun. We did, and see you next time.
Next time. Bye.
Bye.